if I marry her, do I get to fuck her all I want to?
Well, if you marry her, you essentially own her.
You own her. Well, blood makes the best lube, I hear. Recording in progress.
Buongiorno.
Hello.
One suerto.
Bonsuerto? What's that from?
I have no idea.
Oh.
I made it up.
You just made it up?
Yes,
Charlie Ray has his own language? That's kind of
that's
awesome.
right.
That was
Let
good.
me see, let me see if that stands for anything.
While you're doing a little
Guess,
bit of research there or getting Jamie to do it for you, I have a listener question.
ah, well,
Okay.
I do
Oh,
have something. It's very close. Bon suerte is a phrase in Spanish that translates to good luck in English.
oh, I like having
Yeah,
good luck.
yeah.
Nice.
So, all right,
Yeah,
moving
so we're going to
along.
start it off with another question out of our backlog of 18 million questions that need to be answered, demand to
Hmm.
be answered, deserve to be answered. This one comes from Orange Julius Warrior. Huh?
Mm.
I do
All
like
I
me
love
some
right.
Orange
Orange Julius, don't you?
Julius. What flavor do you choose?
We don't have one here anymore, so it's been a while, but I usually try and get pina colada kind of flavor, coconutty, strawberry, pineapple-y.
I get
But
pina colada every time, so I'm with you.
yeah, I mean, obviously not the strawberry in a pina colada, but if they don't have the pina colada, I'll grab a strawberry something.
Gotcha.
Anyway,
Awesome.
how about you, Charlie Ray? Do you ever Orange Julius yourself?
No.
Do you know what Orange Julius is?
Store that used to be in the mall.
Okay. Dairy Queen
I,
bought them in Canada years and years and years ago. So,
yeah.
and they were also in malls, but we don't have one here anymore. It shut down.
Damn, we got him.
Wow.
Charlie,
No, I don't know if there's anyone close to me anywhere. I haven't ever really been to one. I mean, I remember walking by one in the mall. So
hmm.
that's about it.
Maybe that's why this person's a warrior, because they're trying to fight for their right to enjoy an Orange Julius.
Maybe.
Could be. You gotta fight for
That's
your
right.
right for an Orange
Julius.
Julius. Could have been a whole different career for the Beastie Boys if they'd done that.
Did you watch their thing there on Apple, their documentary?
I did not because I don't have Apple.
No. You learn a lot. Apparently the first iteration of Beastie Boys had women in it. And it
I did
What?
I did know that.
yeah,
Yeah.
Hmm.
kind of
Well, they
neat.
were also kind of a hardcore band, so
Yeah.
yeah.
Anyway, so Orange Julius Warrior. Hey, fuck Mary Kill.
Hey,
Oh, okay. April O'Neil from the 1990s Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle movie.
Oh, fuck yeah.
The
She's hot.
first Aunt Vivian from Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. And
Can't
okay.
picture her.
and Blossom's friend Six from the TV show Blossom.
Who? Well, I'm assuming the grown-up version, not the 12-year-old version.
Well, it doesn't say that, but if that tickles your fancy, pick the 12-year-old version, Charlie Ray.
No, it's got
Nobody's
to be the
stopping you.
12-year-old version because it explains from that TV show.
Wow, she's pretty cute these days. Yeah, born in
Anyway,
1977.
fuck Mary Kill. Go.
Charlie Ray.
Well, let's go ahead and kill six.
Okay. The first Aunt Vivian from Fresh Prince, and
Trying to
April
remember what.
O'Neil from the first Ninja Turtles movie.
Well, if I marry her, do I get to fuck her all I want to?
Well, if you marry her, you essentially own her.
You own her.
Yeah. So I'll marry April and I'll fuck Aunt Vivian to be a one-off.
How about you, Josh?
Same exact choices. The youngness of six is problematic, so she gets murdered.
It is
Yeah,
problematic.
we kill younglings.
I'd have to
Yeah.
agree with you guys on both of your same choice there. I would go that route as well.
Order 66.
Order
Kill all the younglings.
66 on 6.
Yeah.
Yeah. But Master Skywalker.
I've got a listener question from at doll hairs and cents. Uh-huh. Dollars and cents, but doll hairs.
Ah,
Uh-huh. I was
Doll
ah.
like
hairs.
looking at it, I was
Yeah.
like, I don't understand this one. So
Yeah.
at
What?
doll hairs and cents. So
Okay.
thanks for picking me for this week's question. Week? We do 3 episodes a week, bitch.
Yeah.
I
What the hell?
She must have sent it in when we only did one a week. Anyway, I hope that it's a good one. So, why is it that you guys started up a podcast? Ooh.
Uh-oh.
Hmm.
I'm gonna
Clay.
be honest. I was bored. It was like during COVID time. What else are you gonna do? Social distance? Nah. Sit around someone's house with other people and just record.
Yeah,
Fuck
my
yeah.
my reason was is that Mr. Clay invited me in, and it was either that or get jumped into the South Side Crips that weekend. So I was like, okay, I'll do the podcast.
Yeah, that's a better choice for your lifestyle, I guess.
Blood in and blood out.
Yeah.
I also picked it because it's like therapy. Like you know how when you open up and you talk to people and shit and it feels good? This is like my therapy. I talk to you guys and I feel good.
Yes.
And I get to hear like similar stories from you guys and similar situations. I get to hear advice that I never thought I'd need, but I've used. And I get to hear about news stories. And obviously, Urban Dictionary teaches me a lot, more than anybody should ever need to know.
Yes.
And then you get to get into contact with people like Doll Hairs and Sense.
Doll hairs and cents.
Who was the person before that? Orange Julius Warrior. You get to meet
Orange
new
Julius
people.
Warriors.
Yes.
And you just watch something you create grow. You know, something that you didn't physically create, I guess, with like DNA. But do you guys feel passion or love for it?
Yeah.
I enjoy doing it.
I enjoy doing it. It's fun. It gives me some joy for the week, and I get to talk to friends, and so
Well, we're
it's
social
all good.
creatures, are we not?
Yeah.
As humans.
We are.
So this is one of those ways.
Ah, yeah, I still try to be. I don't know for how much longer. I'm close
Yeah.
to that just permanent get off my lawn stage, so
I can't wait for the old man get off my lawn stage. It's gonna be so much fun.
yeah. I mean, I gotta have a lawn, but yeah.
You'll get there.
Yeah, maybe. It's
So
it's
does
debatable.
do you guys ever eat at Applebee's?
Not anymore.
I did, and in fact, let's see here. Hold on. Where was my first date with my first ex? I can't remember, but I'm sure one of the first few dates was to an Applebee's, and the very first date of my second wife was to an Applebee's. It was at Applebee's, but all the Applebee's in Kansas City are closed down now, which is bullshit because the headquarters for Applebee's used to be in Kansas City. So
That's weird.
before they got bought out and then moved. But yeah, it used to be about 5 miles from my house. But anyway,
Do you know where they moved it?
I think California. I think this was the one that IHOP, the CEO of IHOP, like got turned down for an Applebee's or something and went to IHOP and then grew IHOP and then basically bought out of Applebee's and took over and fired everybody. It was pretty good revenge story actually, if you ask me. But anyway, the franchisee that had the whole Kansas City, like the Kansas side of Kansas City, like went bankrupt, and so all the stores closed. And there's still a couple in Kansas City, but they're both like 30 plus miles away. So it's like, yeah, I'm not driving that far just for an Applebee's. So,
And Josh, you don't go to the States anymore, so you don't get Applebee's?
No, but I used to eat at Applebee's when I lived in Ontario briefly, and
Okay.
I enjoyed the shit out of it. It was good.
Yeah.
Pie and all kinds of good stuff.
Yeah, it's been years since I've been to an Applebee's, but I've always enjoyed it. Like if it's never disappointed me in any way. I do know that I stopped there last June or July. I don't know when I went down to Montana because they have their own limited edition Mountain Dew. They have
mm,
their own thing on tap that only they have. I didn't go there to eat. I literally went in to get a takeout cup of the Mountain Dew. And I'm not gonna lie to you, I think it was called Dark Berry, but it was hands down the best Mountain Dew I've had in fucking years.
Darkberry?
I think it's Dark Berry Dew or Dark Berry Bash, maybe. I'm sure
Interesting.
Jamie can send you the information. But yeah, Applebee's Dark Berry Mountain Dew is hands down the best flavored Mountain Dew I've had in a very long time. But it's weird that you talked about the IHOP thing, Charlie Ray, because it's going to give you a leg up, and any listener right now a leg up for two truths and a lie about Applebee's.
Okay.
Okay.
So two truths and a lie. Number one, Applebee's has over 1,700 locations in 12 different countries.
Okay.
Okay.
Number two, Applebee's was bought by IHOP in 2007.
Huh.
Uh-huh.
Oh, that's definitely true.
Mhm.
I don't know about the year for sure, but I know they were bought by IHOP.
Number three, before landing on Applebee's, the owners were going to name it Cinnamon Peppers.
That sounds true also.
I'm gonna say that that's a lie.
Okay.
So,
Yeah, I will too.
On the other hand, that amount of stores and locations at this point also seems a little bit higher. Does that say at the highest, or does it say currently?
uh, uh, I would say that's probably within the last 2 years. That's gonna
I'm
be
gonna
my
s-
guess.
I'm gonna say that that's a lie because that sounds way too successful. So
So Charlie Ray doesn't believe about 1,700 locations, and Josh, what's your
Doesn't believe about the pepper and whatever
cinnamon
they're gonna
peppers?
call it. Yeah.
Well, so Applebee's 2 years ago had over 1,700 locations. They're at 16, like
mm,
84 right now, or something like that. And it's in 12 different countries, which is good. And Applebee's, yes, it was bought by IHOP, and yes, it was in 2007. And like Charlie Ray said, it's a great revenge story to research.
hmm
But Cinnamon Peppers was not the name it was going to be, but those individual names they were debating on. They were going to call it Cinnamons or Peppers.
Ah.
And then they went with Applebee's. And then they had to change the name of Applebee's because there was two other spellings of the word Applebee's that were already trademarked. So they went with the one with the B at the end, BEE.
All right.
Interesting.
Yeah, we learned something new.
We learned.
Yeah.
And it's weird that Charlie Ray already knew part of it.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
I like that he
when you
knew
live
that
where the
too.
headquarters was at, you should
Yeah.
know something about them.
No, that makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I used to drive by it all the time when I'd be going over to Missouri. It was right on the state line road, the headquarters. Yeah, it's a great revenge story though. Yeah. Any.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Would you guys like to hear a news story?
Fuck yeah, I would.
Sure.
So I like to pick on this company a lot, and that's why I chose this story. So, beloved sandwich chain rocked by franchise bankruptcy filing after closing 600 stores.
Holy fuck.
One
Wow.
of America's most iconic sandwich chains just took a major hit, and it may be a warning for the entire fast food industry. Subway, once hailed as America's most beloved sandwich chain, is reeling from another blow. A major franchisee has filed for bankruptcy, highlighting the mounting pressure facing fast food in today's economy.
I was going to say I don't know if I ever called them the most beloved sandwich chain. They were just cheap. When they first came out, they were cheap and halfway decent.
Like the subway diagrams on inside, the yellow benches and stuff.
Yeah, back in those days.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. No, man, fucking awesome. I love Subway. Loved
Yeah.
Subway.
Loved. Yeah.
Yeah, loved
And
past tense.
I loved Mr. Good Sense even more. But dude, I went to one of those this week. It's $15 for a fucking foot long. I'm like,
Yep.
fucking suck it.
Yeah,
So anyway, back to
ridiculous.
Subway. Yeah.
So while the company didn't explain the filing, the bigger picture tells a story. The fast food industry is being squeezed from all sides. Subway has shuttered over 600 locations in the past year alone, struggling to keep pace in a crowded and competitive market. Once the largest fast food chain in the world by a number of outlets, Subway is now watching rivals like Jersey Mike's and Jimmy John's chip away at its market share. Rising ingredient costs and slowing foot traffic are compounding the problem. Inflation has driven many consumers to eat at home, and fast food giants from McDonald's to Burger King are slashing prices just to stay in the game. Even McDonald's iconic Big Mac meal has doubled in price since 2014. Then there's the brand trust issue. Subway has weathered years of scrutiny, from questions about the authenticity of its tuna to claims that its bread didn't legally qualify as bread. While the chain has repeatedly defended its products, the headlines haven't helped. The CGA bankruptcy underscores just how fragile the current fast food landscape is. The local operators are bearing the brunt of rising costs and shrinking margins. If one of the most recognized names in fast food is struggling to keep its franchisees afloat, the rest of the industry may not be far behind. As Subway fights to reinvent itself, the bigger question remains: can a once beloved sandwich empire adapt fast enough to survive this shakeup? What do you guys think?
When it comes to food, fast food, the restaurant industry, costs, labor, foot traffic, third-party delivery, inflation, there's almost no way to win unless you are willing to charge the least amount for your product. People are
Yeah,
looking at dollars and cents more than anything. As much as I love like being in Canada, I fucking love A&W. Fucking love it. It's so fucking good.
yeah,
But it takes a lot out of my soul to go buy a $7 Mama Burger, right? Like,
big time.
or I want a chubby chicken burger. It's like 8.99 for a sandwich. A chubby chicken sandwich is like $9.
Yeah.
It kills me.
I
It's
could buy
like,
a loaf of bread and make a whole bunch of sandwiches for that price.
yeah, I could go buy a pack of Jane's chicken breasts and cook them in the air fryer and put it on a bun. It would cost me a buck 50, and it's good chicken.
Exactly. Yeah,
It,
it's fine.
it's not chubby chicken. It's not their
It,
mayo. It's not their buns. But maybe $9 isn't worth it in my head when I can get it for $1.50. So they're talking about
Yeah.
McDonald's slashing prices and stuff. I don't see that. Do you guys see McDonald's cutting any fucking prices?
not
No.
really.
I mean, we have that McDouble value meal, which is, $5 plus tax.
Yeah, but you need two of
So
them to feel full.
I don't
I would
actually.
need four of those probably.
Yeah.
I
I don't know.
I don't eat that much anymore, man. I mean, I eat that meal and that's good for me. So
I know Josh and I talk about Subway frequently enough, and having like the head chef design like 18 new sandwiches that are on a big
That was
billboard.
so dumb.
You walk in and you look at it, you're like, I just want the regular thing I liked for like $13 less than you're charging. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
right,
I just
right.
want a
Yeah,
meatball sub. Come
Yeah.
on.
Like I don't
yeah.
need these eight, special ingredients from Italy on my sub. I mean, sure, yeah, they probably taste pretty damn good, but I'm not going to give you 18.99 for a sub. Like I'm just
No,
Yeah.
not going to do that. But I think what truly killed them, absolutely hands down, was their $5 footlong.
Oh
getting rid
yeah.
of it.
So
Or you mean doing it in the first place?
no, you do it in the first place. That's awesome. You do it for, 3 or 4 months, and you make it, one per person or one per visit, and that's it, right? You put
Yeah.
it in an app, and that way once you use it, it disappears. Just like McDonald's has. You use the deal in McDonald's, you don't get it back for like 30 days. It's gone. And doing it and then doing it for another 3 months and then doing it for another 3 months and then another 3 months and another 3 months. And finally, 2.5 years later, everybody and their dog thinks a sub is worth how much?
$5.
Because that's all they've been paying for 2.5 years. And
Yeah.
Right.
as soon as you take that away and you start charging 11.99 for the sub, people are like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
Last
what are you
week this was
talking about?
yeah, this is $5. And you're like, yeah, it was, but that promo shouldn't have ran for 2.5 years. So you have created a perception in your customer's mind that your product is not valuable.
That might be the most fucking like the best deal of all time though, that $5 footlong.
Yeah, $5
Yeah.
footlong was fucking amazing.
Was amazing.
But when you do it for two
Yeah.
and a half years, you create an image that your product is worth $5.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, they kind of fucked themselves on that. I even got a t-shirt that's all green with the yellow lettering. It says $5 foot long with an arrow pointing straight
Oh,
down.
hell yeah.
Well,
That's I
and then
got
they
that
moved it
for
the,
I got that for a Christmas present.
from your mom.
No, from my ex. I mean, when we were together. We were together when I got the shirt.
No. But yeah, and
Yeah.
then they changed it to like the $6 foot long, right? And then they only made it like on Tuesdays, and then they only did it with like two different subs. And everybody who used to get all the subs they wanted for $5 are just like, it doesn't matter how you package it, I don't want to pay what you're charging.
Right.
And
Well,
yeah,
especially not now. Yeah.
oh, now it's ridiculous. I mean, I go to Subway if I get a good deal in the app, it's like, oh, buy one sandwich, get one free. Yeah, I'm paying
Yeah.
18 bucks for two sandwiches, but I'm paying $9 a sub. And I can totally do that. $9 a sub is fine. I don't need the drink. I don't need the cookies. I don't need the chips.
Yeah, I
Right.
would pay that.
Yeah. Uh,
Yeah. I'm so upset with what you're getting now. It's like, look, if I want to still get a meal and still be disappointed, I'll spend $3 on some shit and eat at home. I mean,
yeah.
instead of spending $12 or $14 and still being disappointed. I mean, I can buy a bag of fries. It's going to give me several fucking meals of
Yeah.
fries. I can buy, you know, I mean,
It's never
fuck
gonna taste like In-N-Out. It's never gonna taste like
No.
McDonald's.
no.
It's never gonna taste like Subway. But I'm also not gonna want to pay the price that they're charging, right?
This worries me though, because I feel like now this lowers the chance of the possibility that we're gonna get the Jersey Mikes and the Jimmy Johns up here in Canada. I mean, we got the Firehouse subs here now. That's kind of cool. They're okay, but I would like more variety of subs. I don't want every block there's a Subway.
Yeah.
Fuck off.
Right.
Well,
Dude,
when head offices take their idea that they can collect an initial franchise fee. So if you're going to buy something through a head office, you can buy a store that's already in existence, right? Off somebody who's selling. And that's fine.
Yeah.
And then you have to pay the price that the franchisee wants, and you pay that price, but then you also have to give the head office like, $10,000 as a one-time transfer fee. I'm just throwing numbers out there. I don't know how Subway works, but I know
Just for instance.
that's how the franchise system works. But Subway was just like, hey, wait a minute. Why do we only have two Subways in that town when we could have five Subways in that town? And that would get us an extra $30,000 in franchise initial startup fees, right? And then you would get a little bit more customers because there's people that live a little bit far away from Subway that never go there. But if one opened up in their neighborhood, they would go there more.
Yeah.
Right, but I mean, most people are just like, oh, there's two subways in town. I got to pick one when I want to go. And then you go to the one you want. People will frequent the place that's closer to them. And if something opens up even closer, you're not going to get much more sales because those people are already going to the closest one to them. They don't need one in their backyard to go to Subway.
right.
You can
Right.
go 10 kilometers to a
No.
Subway or 7 miles to a Subway. Just because
Well,
it's 3 miles away doesn't make you
yeah.
eat there more.
Subway really like, there
Yeah.
for a while they had more Subways in the United States than there was McDonald's.
Yeah.
I literally had okay, so I'm on a street that's called 75th Street. If you went a mile and a half west, I had a Subway. If I went a mile and a half east, there was a Subway. If I went 2 miles south, there was a Subway. If I went 2.5 miles north, there was a Subway. Guess how
Oh,
many of those Subways are still around?
I would say one
All
to service
gone?
that whole area.
They're all gone.
See
They're
that's
all
fucked up.
gone. There
So
isn't even one of them left.
I would guarantee you that the franchised owner of the first Subway there in that four corners that you're talking about was told by their head office that, hey, we're going to open another location over here. So either we open it and Jim buys it or you buy it from us. And then as a person who doesn't want to lose their trade area, you're like, fuck,
I have to.
I don't want to lose half my sales. I have to buy it. So you do
Yeah.
that initial purchase, and then it kills you to give head office that initial franchise fee when you know you're already servicing those customers from your one
Right.
location, and now you have to hire twice as many staff members. And then they come to that guy again or that girl again in a couple years, say, "Hey, we're gonna open a third one. Either you buy it, or Jim still wants it. Jim will buy it." And you're like, "Fuck, I don't want to lose more market share of my own fucking trade area." So then you buy it yourself. So essentially, head office is making a franchised owner becoming a multi-franchise unit owner and just billing them that extra fucking fee. And then
Right.
renovations, they probably own the renovation company that does renovations. Like it's
Meanwhile, that one Subway could service everyone in that area probably just fine.
no, I
You don't
mean,
need four of them.
yeah, two would be
Yeah.
probably perfect. That you get
Yeah.
all the little corners that you're gonna miss if you get one right in the middle. But four, man, it's like Starbucks on every corner. Pretty soon, those Starbucks on every corner ends up being one Starbucks on the corner. The other
Yeah, and
three
they're all
shut down.
losing money and then they're gone.
Yeah, it's a terrible business model, but head offices want those little fees they get. And if you open up, like Charlie Ray said, the most locations, like how many locations? 200,000? How many?
Well, they had like 36,000 at some point
So
in the United
36,000
States.
subways. Can you imagine?
Yeah. Think about that.
They could have done that with what, 20,000?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Or
So
less.
you add another 16,000 and you now multiply that initial franchise fee by all of that and then a
Yeah.
yearly fee. head office is making fucking tons of money and they're not doing anything.
That's just corporate greed, just like
Yeah.
every other fucking place.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, nobody ever has, it's all about how can we make the most amount of money as fast as possible? And, oh, well, fuck where the fallout lays, you know? So,
I feel terrible for the listener because this is like super negative, and
Ah,
I'd like to leave them on a happy note before we leave. But
all right, give
yeah,
us something funny then. But fuck Subway.
I don't think Subway's coming back.
I do have an interesting story to tell about the Revolutionary War.
Oh yeah.
If we want to move on, we want to move on from Subway's poor business practices.
From
Out of
Subway's poor
curiosity,
business practices to death on the.
Yes. And speaking of business practices, this is kind of a business practice. So, are you guys both aware of who Paul Revere was?
yeah,
Yeah, I
Josh,
think
okay.
so.
Well, Paul Revere actually did more than just ride to let his neighbors know that a British attack was coming. He was a silversmith before the revolution occurred, who also dabbled in dentistry on the side. Uh, it was kind of a new trade, but very lucrative and something that I guess he was fairly talented at. Anyway, about 2 months after the midnight ride, Paul Revere was asked to identify the body of a soldier he was believed to know. The body was so decomposed that no one could identify it, nor could Revere. So he checked the man's mouth to see if he had the same ivory teeth that Paul had made for him and wired into his jaw. Finding that it was a correct match for Major Joseph Warren, this is believed to be the first instance of identification through dental forensics. And so without that,
Fuck yeah. It would have
who
happened
knows?
later.
Yeah, it would have happened later by somebody else, but
that's
supposedly
pretty
it's,
fucking awesome.
That's
that's pretty
awesome.
cool. That's
Yeah,
pretty cool. So,
and to know
like,
your work
I
that
know
well.
those teeth.
Yeah,
Yeah, I know those teeth.
This is my work for sure.
you got to wonder how
Hey,
many teeth he's actually making. And he's like, I've only made two. That's definitely one of my sets.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I
Or
don't
he's
know how
made like
many. I don't
thousands, but
know.
there's something he does like to hold them together or to clip stuff in that's totally recognizable for his work. Either way, that's fucking awesome, especially back then.
That is
Yeah,
awesome.
I thought that was a cool story. About I did not know that before I had read up on it as well. So,
And it's not an
pretty
unhappy
cool.
story,
No, it is not.
except for the dead guy.
And I have another fact about the Revolutionary War that might be of interest. So, okay, you know what the Declaration of Independence is, right?
Yeah, the thing that
Yes,
Nicolas Cage stole.
Right,
exactly.
exactly. Okay, now
Easily, easily.
I have seen the original in Washington D.C. when I went there in 2010, but there is only one copy that is fully signed and preserved, which is the one that's in the National Archives in Washington D.C. However, when it was created, the printer, John Dunlap, printed a total of 200 copies. That one copy was signed by all 56 members of the Second Continental Congress and is still in the National Archives today. The other 199 were only signed by uh, John Hancock and Charles Thompson, the Secretary of Congress. At this point in time, only 26 of those copies are believed to exist, the rest being lost to history or in somebody's private collection. I would assume
Correct.
it hasn't told anybody.
Probably.
But yeah, so there are 26 original copies that still exist, as well as the original. So
So
Interesting.
I don't know if the answer is there, but there's two people that signed the other 199, correct?
yes,
Did they
yes, John
literally sign
Hancock.
or did they didn't have copy machines? Never mind. I'll shut the fuck up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Well, they had mimeograph machines, but I would assume that they had to sign them.
Yeah.
yeah.
That's what I'm
Yeah,
thinking. Like, there's no way they signed it, just print it off because then they could just keep printing and keep printing and keep printing. But they're probably just like, hey, we're gonna sign 200 of these and then I'm done. Like, I don't want to sign any more
right.
of these. I wonder what the
Eh,
signature looked like from the first one compared to the last one.
No, yeah, that's the original limited edition, right? Ah, the bidding starts at 500.
Yeah.
You know, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool
Somebody's
to
gonna
know.
die with those in their collection.
Yep.
Yeah,
And then
it's probably in somebody's box.
Someone's
Hey,
attic.
what's that at the bottom of your bird cage?
Mm.
What is that?
it would be cool to find something like that, like an old comic in a wall or anything.
Oh
You go to a
God.
thrift store and you find a fucking Van Gogh, right? Just you thought it was a print. They thought it
The
was a
lost
print.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would like to find a holy grail like that so I can make some money and retire.
Or a glory hole. Not a holy grail, a glory hole.
Our glory hole.
Well, if I worked diligently at that glory hole and charged, that also could help me get to retirement.
I
So,
would pay $11, Charlie Ray.
Oh, that's
wow.
pretty
Well, that's
steep.
11 $11 more than I had before.
That's right. That's the way you need to look at it. When you're earning money, putting your mouth over a penis, you just got to think that's more money than I had 5 minutes ago.
Mm,
There you
yummy.
have it, folks.
And
Yes.
Bob's your uncle.
Bob's your uncle.
Bob is your uncle, and he's
All right.
not at a glory hole.
All right, guys. It was awesome. It was good seeing you again. Nice to
Good seeing you.
be back.
Happy 4th of July
See,
slash Canada Day.
Yep. Back at
yes.
you.
Yeah, good talking to you, and I guess see you next week.
Yeah, you will.
Maybe
So,
we'll see him if he shows up.
yeah,
His voice
maybe,
is there,
and
but
maybe,
he's
maybe,
not.
maybe we'll rope Dora in too. That'd be nice.
Yeah, no, I'm actually have a phone call with her tomorrow to talk about a business thing that she's doing, but it's not going to be
Oh yeah.
recorded. It's gonna,
Oh,
yeah.
cool.
Don't
Usually we
record
record
it.
all of our conversations just to put out a show because it's always
Yeah.
entertaining. But tomorrow was all business talk, and I don't think our two listeners would download that episode.
I
I
wish
don't
I could
know.
be on that call. I'm interested in hearing about it, but
Yeah.
you guys have fun.
Well, I'll talk about it. I don't think it's a secret. So it's just a new thing she's got going on, and she wants to pick my brain as a business owner. So
No, no, I totally understand that. That's cool. I mean, and I wish her success because I had some thoughts on her for her on business idea stuff. Just a couple of thoughts, but
this stuff will make
uh,
it easier for those thoughts to come true. This thing that she's
Nice.
doing. So yeah,
cool,
yeah.
cool.
Anyway, I don't think the listener gives a
Alrighty.
fuck, so I'm gonna
Yeah,
peace
no
out.
shit. Cut that out. Yeah.
No, no, I'm not
Peace
cutting anything
out.
out.
Oh, oh, don't cut anything off either.
No, well, I mean, I did become a woman. Josh wasn't here for that, but I decided
Well,
I
he
was a
was.
woman and I'm
Well, you were
menstruating.
menstruating earlier. Yeah.
From your mangina?
Yeah, that's why I cover the camera up. I don't want you guys to see it.
Oh.
I'm embarrassed.
Uh,
Oh,
It's
okay.
menstruating out of my butthole. I think it's because I went to Tim Hortons yesterday and had an ice cap. It could
that's
be
probably
connected.
why.
Did you stick a cherry bomb pop up your ass? Is that what you did?
I put
And
the
it's just
Roman candle up there and I started shooting it.
oh, well, that would definitely cause some blood to flow. So,
Well, blood makes the
yeah.
best lube, I hear.
Oh,
That's the
oh,
title. Is that the title?
yeah, there you go.
Blood makes the best lube.
I hear.
I
I
hear.
hear.
All right, that's definitely
All
a good title.
Okay,
right, man.
As Joey Gladstone would say, cut it out.
cut it out.
That's right.
Peace out, guys.
See ya.
Peace.
Is is the Hoover Library in Kansas City?
No, it's in Iowa. It's off of I-80
Which I
on
went
the
to
way to
one for a G.I.
Chicago.
Joe convention. What do you have in Kansas City? Truman, don't you?
Truman. Yeah,
Okay, that's the one I
Truman.
saw. Yeah, that's the one I went to.
Yeah. Here's fucked up. I've been in Kansas City my whole life. I've never been to the Truman House. I did visit the Truman Southern White House, as they called it, when I was in Key West. That's right near Ernest Hemingway's place.
Okay.
It's where he would spend the summers or when I don't know winters or whatever, the winter White House, whatever. Truman would spend there in Key West for like several months every year, you know. So that was pretty cool.
Yeah, I didn't want to go on this trip, and I honestly didn't have all the hotels booked until yesterday, and I'm going like
Oh
next week.
wow. Yeah.
So I booked the difficult ones, like in the places where if we don't get a
Oh yeah.
ferry to Orkney Island and we don't
Yeah.
have a place, we don't get to go. So,
Right,
but I
right,
mean, when you're
right.
landing in Edinburgh or London, you're just like whatever. Like, there's going to be something available, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
I left them all, and Jay's like, "Hey, do you have all the hotels?" I'm like, "Nah, I don't have it in me. I don't give a fuck. Like, I don't even want to go on this trip. Like, I don't." But I mean, the flights are all paid for, and the ferry is paid for like months and months and months ago, and the distillery is paid for. So now it's just going to be hotels, car rental, and gas and food. Everything else is essentially paid for.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
And now I'm a
Yeah,
little
like
bit
I
more
said.
excited to do it
Yeah, yeah.
because it's coming up. And yeah, I made some changes to the car rental. Instead of picking up certain days, I picked up the next day, and I changed it instead of downtown Edinburgh, picked it up from the airport, and it shaved off like $400 for my trip. Like picking it
Oh,
up
nice,
at different places. It's
nice.
like, okay, well, I'll pick it up there. And yeah, sure, I got to take a
Well, that's good.
$10 train from Edinburgh to the airport, but it saves me $50 in car rental.